So, but it's good. Good experience. We gave a good action.
And just shows you that he is a great fighter, but I'm going into this camp,
I think Mario is gonna go out there and just put a beating on Manny. I think Manny's a little too old, but he's a legend. He really did what he did, so I really don't see a reason for him to come back. But if he
Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios had a heated face-off at their first press conference. When asked about Barrios being much younger, Pacquiao simply laughed and replied, "Don't worry about it." His calm yet confident response showed the veteran's unshaken belief in his ability, setting the tone for a fiery clash ahead.
Manny, you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it.
Mario Barrios enters this high-stakes bout, brimming with quiet confidence. The young fighter made it clear during press interactions that he fully believes in both his personal capabilities and his team strategy. Barrios emphasized that they've studied Pacquiao's style strengths and tendencies and are not entering this match blindly. According to him, the game plan is sharp-focused and specifically designed to take advantage of what he views as a generational gap. His calm composure suggests that he doesn't see this fight as an uphill battle, but rather as an opportunity to execute what he's trained for.
When you see the Manny Pacquiao fight, what can you learn from that fight?
It shows that combination punchers. That's how Pacquiao was landing. His punches, combinations, and it just shows you that he is a great fighter. But I'm going into this camp, into this fight confident, everything right with our game plan, and I'm going to try to execute it as best as I can.
Manny Pacquiao's training regimen reflects the same intensity that defined his prime. At 46, his movements are still sharp, his combinations crisp, and his footwork purposeful. Observers have noted that Pacquiao appears dialed in, focused not just on getting in shape, but on refining the details. There's a sense of urgency in his camp, not of desperation, but of determination to prove that this comeback isn't a hollow gesture. The Filipino icon, known for his discipline, appears locked into a mental state that disregards the noise around him.
Roger Fernandez. Si Roger Fernandez.
Contrary to the belief that Pacquiao had fully stepped away from boxing, it's been revealed that he remained active behind the scenes, participating in unsanctioned or low-profile exhibition matches. He kept his tools sharp and reflexes intact. These underground bouts may not have drawn headlines, but they were vital in keeping his timing and conditioning alive. Pacquiao's decision to stay physically engaged after retirement highlights his enduring love for the sport. He's not returning to the ring cold. He's been quietly working, staying in rhythm.
A lot of people say, well, he's been inactive. He's older. Man, but he throw punches. He has a lot of experience. And his last fight was an exhibition, which still was a fight and still kept him sharp, punching, doing something. So it ain't like he just ain't been in the ring, ain't did nothing. Yeah, he been working. It's like them underground boxing matches are real fights. And it keep you off bold. Emmanuel Stewart used to do a lot of exhibitions for his guys, or his guys to get them sharp, to get them prepared for a fight. If they hadn't fought in a minute, just to have them fight sharp. What up, Keith? Yeah, just to have them fight sharp. So if they got in the ring and they hadn't fought in a minute, it won't seem like it. It'd seem like they just recently fought. Yeah.
Boxer Jesse Bam Rodriguez didn't mince words when giving his take on the Pacquiao-Barrios showdown. Rodriguez acknowledged Pacquiao's legendary status, but firmly placed his faith in youth. According to him, Barrios' physical freshness and youthful energy will prove too overwhelming for the 46-year-old legend. Rodriguez went as far as to predict a beating, underscoring the risks of coming out of retirement to face an active, hungry opponent. In Rodriguez's view, experience may be valuable, but it simply can't make up for the physical advantages that Barrios holds, stamina, speed, and recovery time among them.
I think Mario is gonna go out there and just put a beating on Manny. I think Manny's a little too old, but I mean, he's a legend. He already did what he did, so I really don't see a reason for him to come back. But if he wants to get in the ring with Mario, then I guess Mario has to show him that he has a youth, and Manny Pacquiao should have just stayed retired.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of fans are saying,
Yeah.
and are still kind of disbelief. But even looking at social media and the fans, they're thrilled just to see him back. So
Yeah.
just to have him in the ring, and
Yeah.
fighters at that age are not competing.
I think that just says a lot about the type of fighter Manny Pacquiao is, the stardom he has. I mean, he's what, 46, 47?
He's 46.
And people are still excited to see him fight. So, I mean, that just says a lot about him and what he's done in his career. So, like I said earlier, to see a friend I grew up with fight Manny Pacquiao is just going to be pretty cool. And it's the same night. So, it's a huge night for San Antonio boxing.
Veteran analyst Teddy Atlas brought a fresh perspective to the conversation by highlighting Barrios' transition in weight classes, while many see Barrios' youth and size as clear advantages. Atlas argued that these traits might be misleading Barrios. He explained originally fought in lighter weight divisions before moving up to welterweight. This, according to Atlas, diminishes the narrative that Barrios holds a legitimate size advantage over Pacquiao. Instead, the analyst suggested the matchup is more balanced than it appears.
Not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights. So start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios. So he's not a naturally big, natural welterweight. And of course, we understand Pacquiao has moved up. My God, I don't even know when he first turned pro. You would have thought maybe he could have been a jockey.
Yeah,
I mean he was that
108 pounds.
Round. You could move around. Navigate a little bit. Say this, say that. But there comes to a certain point with everything that no matter how much you move the furniture around, you still know what room you're in. You still know what room. You can't fool yourself. And he's in a room where he's 46 years old with 72 fights. I rest my case, counselor.
Yeah,
Longtime trainer Justin Fortune offered high praise for Manny Pacquiao, comparing him to the likes of Michael Jordan. The analogy wasn't just about greatness, it was about sustained excellence over time. Fortune emphasized that while Pacquiao is older, he hasn't allowed himself to become rusty or complacent. His discipline has kept him in fighting shape, and his training habits reflect a mental sharpness uncommon even among active champions.
His age, yeah, I mean, but it's not, listen, he's 45, 46. Are you leaving jail? 45, 46, but he's not. He's always active. So he's always staying active. He's always doing something, mostly playing basketball, some sort of sport, something kayak. So, no.
When Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor, he said, "I'm not surprised." So Manny could say that after he beats Barrios, that he wasn't surprised that he's supposed to win?
Diaz beat, I mean, different Diaz,
He's already as fast as he's been all the years. He hasn't lost a beat?
No. Even if he did lose a beat, he's still faster than anyone else out there. But, you just have to set a schedule because he's not 25 anymore. So, yeah.
But what does it mean to boxing that he's back? What does it mean? Like, you can feel the festive energy.
Of course, because he's
an icon.
He's an icon. He's Pacquiao. He's the Jordan of boxing. Simple as that.
No, he has more championships than Jordan. He has 8.
No, I mean, he's
he's an
famous.
iconic figure. Yeah, he is.
And boxing is 8.
Yeah. No, it's true. The sport is hurting. There's nobody like Manny. Well, you're very popular these days. Everyone loves you.
For Mario Barrios, this fight is more than just a stepping stone. It's the pinnacle of his boxing dreams to face a legend. Like Manny Pacquiao, is a moment of pride, pressure and tremendous opportunity. Barrios has openly expressed his admiration for Pacquiao's legacy, but he's also made it clear that he won't let that reverence affect his performance respect. Aside, Barrios is in this to win. This isn't just a paycheck or a publicity fight, it's a statement.
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, easily.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit.
Yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar other females a lot of times.
Unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was like overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And so yeah, most of the time the small partners they were dudes, but I couldn't really even like spar with her serious up until I was like 17 or 18.
Wow.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios. We've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC belt. So I think it would...
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next.